Yeah. Hello, my people, my beautiful and handsome viewers. Welcome to my page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. At your location time, I greet you well. So, you are welcome to the page, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs. Please, as you are coming in, just do as usual, share, like, and leave your comment. Yeah, so thank you. So, let's enjoy the program now. You know, Chief Obafemi Awolowo once said, when it's time, the youth will rise up and fight back. They will fight back. They will fight for their freedom. So, and the time now is coming now, it's now. So, there are no waste time. We cannot waste time on this. So, this is our generation. It has started and it will end well. I can promise you that. I can promise you with my full chest that it will end well because we have started it now. This is the prediction, you know. It's no, maybe it's not a prediction. Let me just put it this way. It's a prophesied by Chief Olufemi Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. So it was prophesied, and now that prophesied has come now. It's raining now. So the youth now, they are asking for their life. They are asking for their right from these our gullible leaders. All these our gullible leaders, these our criminal leaders, So now, people now, they are coming out. They are asking, say, where is their light? Where is their life? Where is their right? So where did you keep it? Go bring it out. So they need it. They need their life back, and they want to get along with it. So now I will show you some video. I will play you the full of that video. The full of the video. I will not play you the half because I just want you to grab some point and to understand, because the dot is being connected. The dot has been connected. If you know what that mean. So all our dot that we are point now is joining together. It's making sense. It's making a lot of sense. So let's watch this video, and because it's almost maybe 26 minutes, but I will give you the full detail about it. So we will analyze on it. So after this video, so right, let me take you there. I'm the driver, so just sit and relax. If you have a coffee, drink, start drinking it. If you have a wine, put it on your side, be drinking it. If it is a juice, Coca-Cola or orange, Fanta, just sip it. Even water is welcome, bottled water. So let's enjoy this ride, because it's a full package I want to give you now. So let's go on,
And now,
this is the video. I will show you.
Our
own is a proof. See. Our own is proof.
There are very many, a long list
Umegu, Obiora, and, you are welcome to the platform.
We want to observe
Agoku, my brother, you are welcome to the platform. So share our program, share it. So I will show you the full package of this video. I will not put it in a half. I want you to understand the content. Okay, let's move on.
Ex-convicts parading at the presidential villa with the sinister agenda.
That is
determine the fate of Nigeria with the purpose.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu they are referring to. Let me play you this a little bit.
Title this statement: beware of regrouping of corrupt politicians in the fate of Nigerians.
Yeah.
With the purpose of derailing democracy. Title this statement: beware of regrouping of corrupt politicians.
Cielo
wants Tinubu.
Tinubu
of the press
is what they are referring to.
On behalf of the board and members of the Civil Liberties Organization, CLO, welcome you to this press conference.
Yeah.
We are all witnesses to how Nigeria, our very dear country, holds so much promises.
Ex-convict, you cannot allow him to be our leader. That is what the conference is all about.
Has been destroyed by successive leaders. The founding fathers of Nigeria from the north and south had great dreams, and they patriotically laid good foundation for a great country.
Thank you, my brother.
The military
Thank you for the like.
Forcefully took over power through a number of coup d'etats and began the process of the neutralization of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Through determination and spilling of the blood of innocent citizens, the civil societies, the media, and other patriotic Nigerians were able to chase the military out of power, culminating in the historic return to civilian rule in 1999.
You hear the story.
However, within 24 years between then and now,
just sit back and relax.
The political class parading themselves as civilian leaders have brought the country to her knees through massive corruption and stealing of our common patrimony. Nigeria is now officially rated as the poverty capital of the world, one of the most corrupt countries, a safe haven for bandits and terrorists, a country with so much oil and gas resources but imports few, 4 moribund and dead refineries that got billions of dollars in turnaround maintenance, which is a conduit pipe for stealing public funds by every new government. Nigeria is now a comfortable environment and destination for all manners of criminal enterprise to thrive. The implication of poor and inept management of the country is supported by the recent report by the Debt Management Office, which disclosed that Nigeria's total foreign debt for the period ending March 31st, 2023, just recently, has risen to 49.85 trillion naira. That's approximately $108.30 billion from 46.26 trillion naira as at December 21st, 2022. Amidst these humiliating setbacks, the civilian rulers of Nigeria have perfected the act of impunity, where they regard the military-imposed constitution as a mere document that can only be obeyed by the poor. The CLO is appalled by the recent development in the country, where in June, a former governor of Delta State, indicted for corruption, led Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State and former Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State to visit President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Aso Rock presidential villa. Ibori, a member of the People's Democratic Party, was in office when Tinubu was governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007. And on July 12, former Governor Lucky Igbeneghu of Edo State, who was also indicted for corruption but took advantage of a plea bargain to escape jail, was among more than 20 former governors, including Ibori, who visited Tinubu at the presidential villa. Apart from the few good ones among them, many of these governors who hid under an amorphous nom de guerre class of 99 were notorious for setting the template for the massive corruption in the country by fleecing their states and stashing the looted funds in foreign bank accounts. While briefing journalists on behalf of the class of 99, Igbeneghu has said the visit was to assure Mr. Tinubu of their support and cooperation. According to him, we met the president as a colleague governor that laid the foundation of the current democracy in Nigeria in 1999, which has continued to be strengthened up to today. Igbeneghu claimed that they went to congratulate Tinubu on his election and to thank him for appointing one of them, George Akume, as the secretary to the government of the Federation. He further claimed that they spoke about security, electricity supply to Nigerians, which they said were key factors in the development of any economy, with Mr. Tinubu assuring them of the administration's preparedness to tackle the issues headlong. But like many Nigerians, we in the CLO are not deceived by the regrouping of these former governors who are now shedding crocodile tears over the state of anomy in the country. They had 8 years in office and some of them went to the Senate. What did they do?
Nothing.
They continued in their old ways.
They do nothing for us.
And what manner of support would they be giving to Tinubu beyond an arrangement to accommodate them in the underdevelopment of the country?
For their own agenda.
The case of James Onanife Ibori, a former governor of Delta State from 1999 to 2007, is more rankling. He is officially the only former governor who was jailed in a foreign country. He was in 2012 sentenced to 13 years in prison for money laundering by a court in the United Kingdom. Ibori fled Nigeria in April 2010 while answering to corruption charges, forcing the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to enlist the help of the Interpol to apprehend him in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and extradited him to the UK, where a case of massive corruption and money laundering had built up against him. He served only 4 years out of the 13-year sentence handed by the UK court and was released from jail in 2016. A very powerful politician, Ibori is said to have stolen more than $78.5 million of Delta State public funds and partly funded the election of
Isn't that huge?
Umaru.
Isn't that huge amount?
President
for one person.
In 2007.
Criminal. Crook.
Ibori's influence in the Niger Delta and Nigeria in general is said to still be strong, as persons seeking elective offices consulting for support.
They are all smart crook.
As a result of his political networks and the depth of his pocket, courtesy of ill-gotten wealth. He was recently appointed as a patron of former Governors Forum in Nigeria, a position he now leverages to curry personal favors and manipulates political power in Nigeria. The CLO is urging Nigerians to keep vigil over our hard-won democracy, as the regular visits and hobnobbing of the former governors and corrupt politicians with Tinubu at the seat of power is a clear and present danger to efforts to rebuild our battered country.
Battered.
We appeal to President Tinubu, whose election is being seriously challenged.
Point is what we are picking here.
Court, to not convert the highest office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria into a rehabilitation center for politicians who put the country in this sorry state.
Thank you. Share.
Indeed, most Nigerians would.
Sorry for the disturbance. This one is just interrupting.
Question the propriety of President Tinubu parading Ibori and other criminal politicians as good men at the highest seat of power in the country. The CLO, which led from the front in our collective quest and struggle for a just society where citizens should be proud to call themselves Nigerians, is now drawing local and international attention to the regrouping of these questionable individuals who are mobilizing and are poised to determine the future of the country in accordance with their sordid standard and definition. Impoverished Nigerians who are currently reeling in pains and anguish from the so-called subsidy removal, multiple taxation, hike in electricity tariff, and other forms of neo-colonial slavery as a direct consequence of corruption.
It's a real colonial
must
slavery.
quickly wake up from their
slumber
to find their lost voices. Collectively, Nigerians say no to blood-sucking groups of vampires who have left our wealthy country in ruins and transformed it into a vast killing field of innocent citizens. We call on all Nigerians to organize and mobilize.
We will not agree.
Take back their country.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do. We go protest.
Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty.
Let's take our life back.
Thank you for coming, as we count on the media as our long-standing partners to join us in this long walk to freedom. Gentlemen of the press,
Clap for
as
you.
we were
Clap.
coming here this morning to address this press conference,
This is what I want.
that is why you don't find it as part
We
of
will
this
stand
statement.
straight with these people. We need to
This
stand
inept,
straight.
corruption-infested government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has again increased fuel prices to 700 naira.
Hey.
Officially at the NNPC pump price, it is 617 naira will land. But of course, you know the ripple effect, what that will mean, it is now 700 naira. Where does that leave
700.
Nigerians?
Hi.
700 naira a litre of fuel. And I can tell you this morning that the prices are marching upwards. This is a man who promised palliatives.
Yeah.
They got $800 million in further loans from the Bretton Woods and the World Bank, which they are now sharing among themselves. We all know that the National Assembly is cornering 70 billion of that amount for itself. 35 billion naira is going to the National Judicial Council. We in the CLO know that all of this is a well-designed conspiracy to compromise the judiciary. But Nigerians are no longer fools. We must now all get our loins
They are sharing the cake,
to
the big
prepare to
cake,
engage
national
these
cake.
politicians. They are not
among
politicians,
themselves.
because I also know that politicians are people who are a group of leaders who have the interests of their people at heart.
Yeah.
But what we have,
It's a
by
coup.
even the regrouping of the so-called class of 99 people, governors, when we have succeeded in chasing away the military, they regrouped and managed to seize the different political offices as governors of the 36 states of the Federation. What did we get in return? They stole all the resources across the states, apart from a few governors like Donald Duke. Just some of them, you can mention them with our fingertips. It does not matter whether a politician today is your father, your brother, or your uncle. If it's not patriotic, if it does not have the interests of Nigerians at heart, we must organize and mobilize against these people now before it is too late for all of us.
Exactly.
Nigeria cannot go the path of Sudan. We cannot go the path of Ukraine and Russia. We have a country that we call our own today. A small country like Seychelles is rejecting Nigerian passport holders. Why? Because we have lost it.
We lost it totally.
We can no longer
We have lost it. We have lost our chance.
close our mouth
Totally.
and allow this
is
band of
impunity.
few individuals to hold our country hostage. The time to rescue our country is now. If you have questions, we take it. Executive Director.
This is what I love most. This is what I've been chanting for. This is what I've been agitating for. Let's rise up, youth. Wake up from your slumber. Let's fight our life back.
Basically, that's the summary of.
Because these people, they are a bunch of lunatic.
Well, it's a question for all of us. How are we going to take back our country?
Yes, I'm going to take back our life.
Just throw our hands in
because
the
these
air
people, they are a bunch of criminals.
Say, oh, these people are bigger than us. They are more powerful. We can take back our country by individually raising our voices and collectively raising our voices. Because a country of 200 million people, if you have 50 million people talking, telling the government that enough is enough, I'm sure they'll be very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
So they are doing what they are doing because the rest
people
of us
are not serious.
Quiet. Each time they push the bar, we adjust. They push the bar, we adjust. But if they push the bar, even in countries in Tunisia, you know how the Arab Spring started.
They strike it.
It's just a card pusher. Somebody, just a local government.
Revolutionary.
They increased the tax and asked him to pay some few pennies more, and he said no, that he cannot even make profit from what he's doing. And then they seized this whatever he was pushing to sell and took it to the office. The man just simply went to his house, told his people that he's going to kill himself, that his only means of livelihood has been taken from him. He took fuel, went there, set himself ablaze, and the people he told others that this is the reason why this man set himself ablaze, and he just caught on. Before you knew it, everywhere was ablaze. The Nigerians are used to tolerating suffering.
Not this time around.
You guys got here this morning, I'm sure you went through harrowing experiences. You are going to return for the money you even pay getting here. By the time you are living here now, it's double, it's tripled. And then you just go to your offices again, you adjust. Maybe the quality of food you are eating will have to drop to give way for further expenditures. Now, the question is how long are we going to tolerate this direct assault on our livelihood? This is an existential issue.
Any nonsense again.
It's about life and death. It's an existential issue.
It's true.
So if you do not rise up, whether you're a lawyer, a medical doctor, a journalist, whatever profession that you find yourself, if you do not say that enough is enough, I can tell you, oppressors do not give up. The only language oppressors understand is a stronger force of resistance.
Action.
When that comes, the CLO is not going to negotiate with them. We're not going to hold any meeting with anybody.
Yeah.
We are going to continue what we are doing. We have a tradition. The CLO have a tradition of resisting obnoxious and oppressive policies. And we are not going to hold meetings. CLO has never held meeting with any government. Whether you are a governor or you are president, we have never had that tradition of, we monitor the process of governance under our governance and democracy program. Once we see that the policies that is being pushed out by any government, whether at the national or subnational level, is anti-people, we confront it. That's our strategy. And so,
that's good.
For us to confront it, we need to also educate Nigerians, inform Nigerians that this is now the path to follow. When Tinubu came on May 29, he gave an address where on that day he said he was taking up fuel subsidy. And it opened debates. You know, we were watching as an organization how and what strategies Nigerians will adopt in dealing with that. Nigerians simply adjusted. We have a duty as a human rights organization. We don't just say we are a civil society organization. We are a human rights organization.
Exactly.
And the right to life is inherent, is inalienable, is given by God. So when government push policies that seems to push you into extinction, you have a right to resist. It is within the ambits of the law for you to resist using every legal means at your disposal.
Yeah.
The truth is, if this morning we can find 500 Nigerians who will go to the gate of the National Assembly and sit down on the floor, that nobody's going to come out and go out. Even if you shoot and kill, they will be tired of killing. We all know what happened at the Tiananmen Square in China in 1989 or so, where the Chinese army, the People's Army of China, were using armored car to crush the Chinese who embarked on peaceful protests.
Yeah.
It's on record that they crushed 50,000 Chinese. And that was what brought about the Chinese, the quote and unquote, the My Chinese Revolution that have brought China today as a world power. So if people think you can sit back.
Sorry, guys.
So if people think you can sit back, you can relax, and use your small salary to be adjusting.
No.
The scale, you adjust such that the scale itself
this will never happen.
So you know where to.
I think
we're now at that point.
And that is the kind of message we will be passing out. Somebody cannot be giving you peanuts, then you sell your birthright for a pot of soup. God will help us.
During the struggle against the ritual, the radical student movement was there. It was not only the civil rights organizations. The radical labor movement was there. The radical media was there. This man was one of the editors in the Insider Weekly. We saw what happened at Oba when they invaded the office and got all of them and imprisoned them. The same thing with him. He was a consistent visitor to the prisons and detention camps. In Enugu, I was arrested at the Adoration Center, where I went to share anti-Abacha leaflets. Left chained and handcuffed and kept in detention for 33 days. The day Abacha died was the day he gave instruction to us for us to be brought to Abuja. Dr. Tomanko, Professor Denta Udenta, Lex Haitolumo, the PA to late Nahoro, and Barrister Benedict Ezako. We were in government house in Enugu when Abacha died. That is the intervention of God, not our own power. Then we have the international community. There was a time Oshomole was backing that he will remove the president of Senate and his vice from office, whether by crooks or hook or whatever. We did a letter to the international community, all the embassies here, and the European Union. And they warned Aso Rock and Oshomole. And you saw that he kept quiet until they sat down. When you keep silence in the face of tyranny, you suffer it. But when you confront the siege, you get freedom.
Exactly.
So there's nothing that will stop us from engaging this class of Nigerians. So tell them, look, we have no society to live. If we don't do something now, we are in trouble. That was how Fidel Castro at the age of 26 years, a lawyer too, organized the civil people, students, workers, artisans, and people in Cuba in 1953, and said, I have fought these people from the lowest to the highest court in Cuba, when Batista Fulgencio was enthroned by imperialism to govern Cuba, and said, we don't have a faith in this country. Students were selling their shoes, selling their books. Everybody was contributing to the struggle until 60 years in 1959, when Cuba took over Havana. I mean, Castro.
Fidel Castro.
From the government.
Yeah. You know the story.
So if you keep quiet, these people think that the society belongs to them. Some of us can no longer put food on the table for our families. Our children can no longer go to school. There are no hospitals, but they fly overseas to be treated overseas over there when our people are dying. So we can no longer keep quiet. We will organize all agents of struggle to confront these people.
These evil doers, they are evil peoples.
But all of us.
They never consider human being as a equal.
And other downstream industries will also fall out from
We
there.
will crush all of them one by one.
How much do we need to fix some of our epileptic system to earn the confidence of Dunlop and others that have left this country out of lack of confidence? So if you are pumping so much money to individuals, and I want to tell you that each time government tells you or they advise that give people cash, there are people always waiting.
You are in trouble.
People always waiting to use fictitious names to collect those money. Those money, I will assure you, will not get to
That is a weak point.
20% of Nigerians. So if they have that kind of money, let them fix Ajaokuta. Ajaokuta will give people job. Let them also fix some of the things that have made a lot of companies to leave Nigeria for other countries.
Like this oil, this thing,
and empowering people.
refineries. Let them go visit. There is more job creator.
Practices.
More job creating there.
My own idea is this: if Dangote can use $17 billion to build a refinery that is second best in the whole of Africa, and when you look at Buhari's administration till today, and look at how much they say they have used in the turnaround maintenance of all these refineries, you will see that
Ridiculous.
we have not been able to put in place a decision to maintain the refineries.
Ridiculous.
The reason
Totally
is
ridiculous.
that the same class of politicians that are in power are all behind the issue of importation of fuel. And you will agree with me that it is not possible, it is not easy for a man to close his own business. So they are just using the interest of Nigerians to run their firms.
They are looting money.
Dangote, an individual,
They don't
built
use
a
this.
refinery,
They
one
lack
of the
of,
best in
this.
the whole of Africa, and one of the best in the whole of the world, with $17 billion. And the last administration spent not less than $24 billion in turnaround maintenance. You can see that there is no truth in what they are saying.
There is no truth.
And if Tinubu is telling you that he is now a saint,
if he's telling you, hey, Nabi, mean,
he is part and parcel of.
If Tinubu tell you good morning, go and look outside whether na good night.
The 2015 administration of Buhari has not ended. Buhari just went home and replaced himself
Exactly.
with another figure in their class. The administration is still there running.
Exactly.
Because if the administration is not running, I think what a good president should have done would have been to come up with a good measure, at least to say, Nigerians, you can go to sleep. Telling us 8,000 naira. We are all Nigerians. We know the cost of living in Nigeria. 8,000 naira in 6 months, they say they are going to pay. It's 48,000. No. So just tell me, let us be true to ourselves. What can 48,000 naira do to a family or to an individual who doesn't have a wife in a week?
We don't eat that pot
in 6 months. So all these things are diversionary policies that cannot help Nigerians. They are just doing it, playing on the intelligence of Nigerians.
Exactly.
Because people are
they
keeping
know
quiet.
Nigeria, all Nigeria is a mumu. They
Like
are
our
fools.
statement says, vigilance
Nigeria is a mumu. That's why they are just playing
must
with
be
your
applied.
intelligence.
If
Playing
we are moving
poker on
forward,
your
we must
head.
be vigilant.
Yeah.
And CLO, we are now standing, asking Nigerians to come and join us, because we don't have any other place to call our country than Nigeria. We can't run to any other place. And if anybody is thinking that maybe what has been happening will continue to happen now, I want to advise the person that the person is dreaming, the person is sleeping. Let the person.
Now sleeping then they, so let them they sleep they go. Me, I don't talk my own, you know. We need to rise up. We need to stand toe to toe with these people, because these people, if you don't show them any action, they will hit you to the bone. They will hit all your flesh and hit your bone. They are like hyena, you know, ant. They will eat. They are parasite. So we need to take action. Action now is bigger than words, you know. So that is what we need. So tell me what your opinion, guys. You know, my viewers, just drop your comment below in the comment section. So thank you for today. So that is how we have it today. So next updating, I'm around. So I'm not going anywhere. So stay tuned. Bye for now. Have a lovely weekend. Bye. Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on YouTube. Don't forget. On Facebook, Timo Starboy Channels blog. So thank you for the next day. Bye bye. Take care. Love you all.